on sticking to. In fact, Master.
Really? Oh, speaking of Tainari, he was the one Paimon's still kinda upset, though. He kept...
Oh no, I'm sorry. Master might have been overreacting a little. But, it's mostly because Paimon wouldn't stop yelling.
Why, oh, what? Hey! Don't let... Hey! Now even Kali started to laugh. Ugh. That's it! Paimon won't forget this. It's time for some Paimonial wrath!
No! Don't touch me!
Oh, sorry, Kali.
No, I just... I didn't mean that.
Kali, are you okay? What's the matter?
No, I'm... I'm fine. I'm sorry. I must have startled you both reacting like that. Oh, well, it's getting late now. Let's hurry back to Gandharvaville. I think...
Huh? What was up with Kali just now? And why is she in such a hurry up?
Ah, Traveler, you've returned.
Yep, we're back!
Oh, Kale? Yes, I saw her go into...
Oh, okay. Paimon was thinking all night about what happened with Kali. Maybe she's in a better mood now. Let's go check on her.
Ah, it's you two. I was just about to go look for you.
Huh? Tainari? What are you doing here? Where?
I came to check on Kale's condition. To put it simply, she's not well.
You mean she's sick? How could she be... Oh, wait a minute. Could it be because of what Paimon did yesterday?
No need to worry. Something as small as you could never harm her. This sickness is something that Kale has been dealing with for some time. Kale has been more excited than usual since you two arrived. A little too much so, to be honest. She hasn't remembered to take care of herself. I suppose it's understandable, though. She hasn't been around anyone she considered a friend for some time now. It must have been refreshing for her to have you...
So, Tainari, what's
Let's take this conversation elsewhere. All right, let's continue our conversation here, shall we? To be honest, I hadn't... So just to clarify, what I'm about to tell you about Kale is not because of who you are or your past feats. Instead, well, because Kale asked me to. And honestly speaking, I was against Kale revealing her past to you. But she insisted, saying you two treated her with sincerity and as a friend. So now she wishes to reciprocate the gesture.
So, Tainari, what exactly is wrong with Kale?
Right. Ever since she was a child, she's been afflicted with a disease called Elazar.
Elazar?
Yes. It's a disease unique to the lands of Sumeru. It is characterized by dark and hardened scales that form on the body. At first, the afflicted may only feel mild numbness on affected areas of the skin. However, as the disease progresses, in its final stages, the disease strips a person of the ability to control their own body, and they effectively become completely immobile.
That sounds terrifying. Wait, hold on. So when Kale seemed to be acting a little clumsy earlier?
Correct. That would be the effects of Elazar, which is precisely why I do not want her carrying or holding anything, lest she ends up hurting herself. With appropriate treatment, the disease can be effectively controlled before it progresses to a more serious stage. However, there is unfortunately still no true cure. Nevertheless, Kale's mother still hoped that there was something out there. She handed Kale over to an organization known as the Fatui after one of their members lied and said they had a cure.
What? The Fatui?
Ah, it appears you already are familiar with them. That'll save me some Anyway, the person who eventually rescued Kale and brought her to me for care said that she had been given to a harbinger known as the Doctor. I have no idea how this doctor managed to do it, but her case of Elazar was completely stable for all the years that Kale was with them. However, Kale's days with the Fatui were anything but. Kale is a resilient individual and always tries to appear cheerful, but her experience with the Fatui has left deep scars. Even now, she can still feel deathly afraid of someone touching her.
Oh, Paimon had...
Oh, by the way, Paimon, Kale wanted me to tell you that she's sorry for scaring you yesterday. She also wanted both of you to know that she's sorry for hiding her illness.
She doesn't need to apologize. None of this is her...
Well said. I hope you'll get a chance. Kale once thought that it...
Don't worry, Tainari. We'll take...
Well, it's not too serious at this point. She overexerted herself the last couple of days, which is what led her to break down this time. Though I must admit that Kale's condition was much more stable when she first arrived here in Gandharvaville. She was interested in the work of the Forest Rangers the moment she saw us. I could see that she was serious about learning, so I felt her stamina has gotten much worse recently. Though a moderate amount of Alright, now that I've told you about Kale's past, I think I'll...
Yeah, we'd like to do something to help...
Alright, but I must warn you two. The rainforest is a...
No problem.
Let's go then.
Hey, Tainari? Where exactly are we going to find this plant?
Nilode palalotuses can be found all over the rainforest, but it often grows right here around Gandharvaville.
Given the name, it sounds like we should be looking for it in the water.
You are correct. The Nilode palalotus grows in the water. When fully matured, they look like giant blue flowers floating on the water's surface. Quite an attractive species, if you ask me. There should be Nilode palalotuses growing somewhere in this area. Let's split up and begin searching. If you could manage to gather 4 of them, that would be sufficient. We'll rendezvous here.